What's good, homies? LOTG back on the track. Little daytime episode for y'all. Little Saturday morning recording. I think first Saturday morning in probably like a year that I've actually just like not had plans. Like it feels so good. But yeah, I feeling pretty good. Just went for a run. Um, just like watched a movie last night, hung out. I had a really long week at work, which to a lot of people is no surprise. But um, yeah, so I just wanted to like hang out. Ended up watching Ready Player One, which I don't know how I never saw as a kid, but really good movie. Like I think with my dad, like probably when I was in high school, I watched a documentary about Steven Spielberg, and like he is just he's just like the king of cinema, man. I just like I don't know, the way he shoots stuff is just like it's just crazy to me. Like I uh I think I kind of have a knack for photography a little bit. Like I think I see things that a lot of other people don't. And I can like a lot of the things that like I think is taught in like photography school I think are kind of intuitive to me for some reason. But like videography, man, like dude, like seeing some of the scenes like he directs is just he's just got a way, like he just knows how something's going to look through a lens, man. It's just like I don't know, all his movies are like usually pretty good too. So it was just a super good movie, but yeah, just like hung out with my roommate. We watched that, and then went for a little run this morning with a group of people. That was super fun too. I had a good time doing that. But um, yeah, might hit up a little like that guy I had on my podcast. Who we talked, like the head of the art gallery. I might hit up his art gallery today and just like see what's popping, just pop in. What's nice about these galleries, bro, is like it's literally like a museum, but they're free, and like people are just trying to like sell their art, and it's like you can just look at free art, and it's I don't know if you're ever feeling like creatively deprived or you just want something to do, like it's fun, like going on Santa Fe, checking out the art, like I really want like a homie that I can do that with. Like I feel like I haven't like found anyone that would be like down to do something like that. Or the thing about it's like I want to do it with someone who's actually gonna enjoy it, and it's like if you're just down to like come along, like I mean it's cool, but it's like I want them to like enjoy it as much as I do, so like still like waiting on that a little bit. But yeah, man, I trying to like I'm crawling my way back into like a regular life of the germ schedule, so I'm kind of looking forward to like getting those back and running again, back in the groove. I like came up with a lot of cool. I think what I'm gonna do now, usually I'll think of a lesson and then like name the episode. But like this time I've been doing the opposite where I'm like naming the episode and like I have so many drafts of like really cool titles. And then I'm like based on the title, like trying to like think of like a lesson from the title, right? Not all of them are that way, but it's sometimes it's fun to do the reverse. Like you think of a really cool title and then you're like, okay, based on what that title is saying, what's like a cool like piece of wisdom I could share. Um, this one was the opposite. So I actually had this happen to me and I'm like, okay, this has got to be an episode because um I've had this happen a few times and it's like I'm just not a fan of it. Like it's always these people that come off really confident, but what I've actually found is those people that come off really confident are actually like the most insecure and like the people that actually know themselves the least, and they're just like they like to just take stands because I think that's like what makes people confident, or it makes you seem like sure of yourself. But in reality, it's like you don't actually know yourself at all. And I've had a few people in my life that have done this to me, and like, um, it's just kind of like frustrating. It really is, and it's this thing of like I don't know, you'll see someone, and it's never someone you know really well. It's like always someone that's like, you see them in passing, and you maybe see them like, I don't know, every couple months, every few months. And like, they come up to you and they're like, in a way, kind of being like, oh, you think you're so unique, don't you? And and I think surface level, it's kind of like it comes across like as they're kind of like picking fun at you for thinking that you're so special. But I think in reality what it is it's actually insecurity on them that they're then deflecting onto you, because they actually see that you're genuine and you are unique, and there are a lot of cool traits about you that like are just like cool, and like not a lot of people have them. And so what they like to do is they like to be like, they kind of realize it's always people that like, they have all the brands, they do everything that everyone else does, like they don't like for once like think of anything, or even attempt to think of anything original, or like, I don't know. And it's not like I'm not like trying to shit on those people that like don't feel the need to do that, but it's like when it crosses a boundary is when you do all those things, right? Like, and like, that's your life, I'm gonna let you like live how you want to live. But then it's like, it's when it crosses into you, and then it's like, oh, you think you're so unique, you think you're so special, and it's like, now you're doing the thing which I hate, which is like this, like you're like jokingly insulting the person, which is like, I just don't, that type of humor is just not like, I just don't think, unless you're really effective at delivering it, like you're really riding a line that's like, you're blurring the line between like joke and like insult. And if you're like jokingly insulting someone, like me, you probably don't. Like, especially if it's the people that I'm talking about where I see them every few months, I'm like, you just don't want to do that, man. Like, you're just not gonna win people over, and that's okay. It's always these people that are like, well, I don't care what people think of me, it's like, I don't care, because they say all this ridiculous shit, and then it ends up like, they don't actually have like oftentimes like really good connections, because you're like playfully insulting people like the whole time, and um yeah, as you can tell, I'm not like a huge fan of these people, but why I named the episode what it is, it's like, they have this like, they're so confident that they like, after like knowing you for 5 hangouts, they like have you figured out, and it's almost like laughable to me, because I'm like it's almost fun to like lean into it a little bit too, and I'm like, yeah, like you just know me so well, and almost to the point where I just like start being sarcastic back with them, and I'm like, yeah, like you probably like know my next move, you probably like know what I'm gonna do next, and like, but that's the thing about it, is like, when you do make an attempt at originality, and you do try to like break out of the box every now and again, they don't know what you're going to do. And like, it's funny, because those people think that like, say something arises and there's like a popular take, right? And they assume, because like, I do tend to go against the grain with a lot of things, like that I'll pick against the grain, right? So they're like gonna predict that I'm gonna go against the grain. But then there's times where I just recognize that like the normal things, the like with the grain things, are actually like fun, right? And I like have truth in it, right? And like, I think these people that are like think they have me figured out are like sort of like I think they think I'm one of these people that go against the grain for attention. And in reality, it's like, no, I go against the grain when I want to go against the grain, and it's like, it's just, I don't know. It's funny. And I don't know, maybe this is just something that I encounter, and maybe you guys can't speak to this, but it's just like, these people are a little bit frustrating, because it's just like, dude, just like stay in your lane. Like to think that like, you're so good at like analyzing people, that like you have me figured out after like 2 or 3 hours of hanging out with me. That's just, it is a little bit of an insult, because it's like, you really think I'm that like one dimensional, and you think you can like just, you can just like make all these assumptions and make all this stuff about me, when it's like, you don't even know me at all. And it's just like, I think it's better if you just like your mouth is moving, like maybe yeah, like and like observe a little bit more and like actually get to meet the people before you just like make all these judgments, make all these assumptions, like and um I think that's what like makes life fun is like when you actually like hang out with someone for a long enough amount of time, you you get the sense that wait, these people aren't exactly who I thought they were when I first met them. And I think these really like anyone that listens on audio, you won't see this, but you'll hear it in the tone. Really confident people think that they just know it all. They have all the assumptions. They know all the facts. They can somehow read people faster and like at a more accelerated rate than others. It's like, yeah, there are people that are better at doing that, but like, I'm sorry, like if you meet someone for 3 hours, you don't know them. You don't know them. And even after 100 hours, you don't know them. Like, I'm sorry, but you don't. You don't. Like, and it's just, it's almost just funny to me when people come up to me and they're like, you just think you're so special, don't you? And it's like, yeah, I do. And like, it's sad that you don't think that about yourself because I know that's exactly why you're saying it right now. And it's just like, it ends up being funny because it is like, you're actually like deprecating yourself in a way, like, and you're doing it in a way where you're deflecting it on other people, which honestly makes it worse because you're spreading hate while like it's not even like you're internalizing your insecurity, you're at the same time like deflecting your insecurity onto everyone, and it's like, bro, no one wants that. Like, I'm sorry. And it's just like, I don't know, people like that are just funny because it's just like layers within masks within layers and masks, and like everyone has masks, right? I have my masks, everyone has them, but it's just like, bro, that's like one of my least favorite people, bro, like is when they're like, oh, I know you, and it's like, bro, you don't though, you don't, and you won't know me for a long time, like, but I think there's beauty in that because it's like the people that like actually stick around and continue to reach out and continue to like put in the effort, it's just like it's low-key like natural selection of friendships, like the people that are actually putting in effort and like continuously like want to keep like are making energy and putting energy in to like want to see you, those are the people that like actually care about you, right? And the people that are like, I have you figured out, it's like, bruh, like even my best friends, like they don't say that, and like I'm sure they probably do know my next move, but like you don't need to say that. If you actually had me figured out, you wouldn't need to say that. So I don't know, not really wisdom, but just like, I don't know, something I've learned in the past that like I think I've mistaken that confidence for like, oh wow, maybe I am one dimensional, and maybe they have figured me out after one conversation. It's like, wait, no, no. And it's just like this false confidence. But honestly, I don't know. False confidence I've realized is kind of like, I think it's a fine line because false confidence can honestly lead you to making like really like rash and like risky decisions that if you were just had like an appropriate amount of confidence, maybe you wouldn't. But the thing about low confidence is that you end up not taking risks that you otherwise could have and probably succeeded at. So it's like this fine line of like, I think you're allowed to have the false confidence if you recognize that it's false. And I think for the people that I'm describing, they don't realize that it's false, and they will like think they're the best, and then they like find themselves in these situations where they overstep, they take one too many risks, and then they like lose a friend, do something dumb, like, and it's like, I mean, that's on them. So it is, I don't know, but in certain moments where like you're unsure of something, it's kind of just better to go into it like, I'm gonna kill this, because you're gonna end up doing a better job. I don't know, something about the psychology in that just, it checks out. But anyways, I think I'm gonna throw on some Strokes. You guys have seen that album before, one of my favorites. Take a little shower and enjoy my weekend. So thank you guys for tuning into Life of the Germ. catch you in the next one.